I used to buy food for my family.
Now I have something to come buy and put in my table, but there was no money. Now I have the 10,000. I'm very, very glad to have the 10,000.
This has been in the
bilateral loan in the first phase of disbursement for the NPA scheme under Batch C Stream 1 and 2. 1 million unemployed youths and other vocational skills under its various capacity building programs for the condition with 1.9
reach me to do small market. I'm thanking God.
To ensure accountability and transparency of the social intervention programs, independent monitors were engaged. Livelihoods increased the number of displaced persons in the country. The ministry reached out to affected states with the distribution of 12,000 metric tons of grains approved by President Muhammadu Buhari and non-food items through its operations agency, NEMA.
The ministry, through the National Emergency Management Agency, has already provided warehouse facilities.
Rape is a crime. Join the NTA in the fight against rape and rapists and be a star. I am Tessie Omeri. See you next week.
Decorating cake it's an artistic thing, and art is, dynamic.
Join us on Baker's World every thought on the network service A. Baker's World, celebrating creativity. Don't miss it.
There's just something about speed and simplicity, but that speed and simplicity can be deceiving when you get behind the wheel. 30-year-old Emily sent this text message to her husband: "I love you and I'll try to make you happy." Moments later, Emily slammed into the back of a truck at 80 miles per hour. His final text was,
"Driving and Facebooking is not safe."
To text and drive. 3/4 of the same young adults feel that they are really good texting behind the wheels. Reality is, they are all delusional. That quick look at your phone takes the road and someone suddenly covers your face for 5 quick seconds like this. It's becoming the leading cause of teens' death on the road world over, surpassing even drinking and driving. But if you think dying in a car crash is the worst thing that happened to you, I tell you it is not. You can survive after you've killed someone else. Imagine spending the rest of your life. Still think it will never happen to you? Still think you're the special one? There are so many that have been found guilty of texting while... But you can make a difference, just like so many young people have vowed not to text and drive. Leave your cell phone alone while driving. If you must send a text message, pull off the road into a parking lot or anywhere that is safe. No text is so important that it should cost your life or the life of someone else. You are not special. You're just another accident waiting to happen if you do not.
From dusk to dawn, 24 hours a day, NTA International is women. Tune in to DSTV channel 251, GoTV channel 91, Freeview UK channel 264, or you can download www.visiontv.co.uk. App for iOS or Android. NTA International, Africa's window to the world.
Nigeria, Muhammadu
My dear compatriots, I have found it necessary to address you today on the state of the nation and to render account on the efforts of our administration to sustain and strengthen our economy, enhance the fight against corruption, and sustain our gains in the fight against terrorism and insecurity, which has internal and external factors. Particularly, I'm addressing you as your democratically elected president to identify with you and express my sympathy over the difficulties being experienced as we continue the implementation of new monetary policies aimed at boosting our economy and tightening of the loopholes associated with money laundering. Let me reassure Nigerians that strengthening our economy, enhancing security, and blockage of leakages associated with illicit fundamental priority of our administration. And I shall remain committed to my oath of protecting and advancing the interests of. In the last quarter of 2022, I authorized the Central Bank of Nigeria to redesign the 200 naira, 500 naira, and 1,000 naira Nigerian banknotes. For a smooth transition, I similarly approved that the redesigned banknotes should circulate concurrently with old banknotes till 31st January 2023, before the old notes cease to be legal tender. In appreciation of the systemic and human difficulties encountered during implementation and in response to the appeal of all citizens, an extension of 10 days was authorized till 10th February 2023 for the completion of the Star 2 Torre, ability of the CBN to keep a firm control over money in circulation. In 2015, when this administration commenced its first term in circulation, was only 1.4 trillion naira. B. The proportion of currency outside banks grew from 78% in 2015 to 85% in 2022. As of October 2022, therefore, unavailable for economic activities and by implication to medium and long-term loans, greater visibility and transparency of our financial actions, translating to efficient enforcement of our anti-money laundering legislations. I am not unaware of the obstacles placed on the path of innocence. Noted that the subject matter is before the courts of our land and some pronouncements have been made. To further ease to the CBN that the old 200 naira banknotes be the new 200 naira, 500 naira, and 1,000 naira banknotes for 60 days from February 10th, 2023 to April 10th, 2023, when the old 200 naira notes ceases to be legal tender. In line with Section 20, subsection 3 of the CBN Act 2007, all existing old 1,000 naira and 500 naira notes remain redeemable at CBN and designated points. Considering this to the next administration and future generations of Nigerians to make their deposits by taking advantage of the platforms and windows being provided by the CBN. Let me assure Nigerians, our administration will continue to assess the implementation with a view to ensuring that Nigerians are not unnecessarily burdened. In this regard, the CBN shall ensure that new notes become more available and accessible to our citizens through the banks. I wish to once more appeal for your understanding till we overcome this difficult transient phase, where that this new monetary policy has also contributed immensely to the minimization of the influence fraudulent elections. Thank you for listening. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Notes remains legal tender till April 10, 2023.
To ensure that our citizens enjoy easy.
Supreme Court adjourns suit on redesigned Naira notes.
This is a problem that we are trying to solve. With a little time, it will be solved.
Are lighter and can carry more electricity, so it will improve the efficiency.
On Good Morning Nigeria today, we shall review President Muhammadu Buhari's broadcast, plus presidential campaign.
April 10, 2023.
Well, the legal tender status has expired.
Exactly.
That's what it says. But we also remember that 100 Naira notes remain legal tender, 50 Naira, 20 Naira, 10 Naira, and 5 Naira. So let's take it back again. 5 Naira, 10 Naira, 20 Naira, 50 Naira, 100 Naira remain legal tender.
As well as the coins.
As well as the coins, of course, if you can find them. That's right, Ray. And just by the way, also, just to remind ourselves about the president's key points, he has directed the CBN to re-release the old 2 notes to run concurrently with the redesigned new 200 Naira notes. The old 500 Naira notes and 1,000 Naira banking system, over which the central bank had no full control in order to enunciate and manage the country's monetary policy. But since the commencement of the withdrawal of the 200, 500, and 1,000 Naira notes, we now have back into the kitty of the central bank at least 2.1 trillion Naira. So it's out there. So for those who have 500 Naira and 1,000 Naira old notes, take it to the central bank. And the central bank has, of course, indicated a procedure for redeeming the value of those notes. There's a portal. You complete a form, and I'm sure that those who have the monies will know what to do when they do get to the central bank, or as the president also said in the broadcast, through designated points by the Central Bank of Nigeria.
Well said, Kingsley, and I'm sure that this presidential broadcast would, of course, put to rest for the top seat and other elective positions across the states. Prince Malik Ado Ibrahim is a presidential candidate of the Young Progressives Party. Well,
Prince Nigeria Initiative, a movement of candidates in next week's presidential election. My name is Kingsley Osadolo, and I thank you for being with us on today's edition of the program.
And I'm Ray John. It's going to be a beautiful package today, I assure you. So please just stay tuned as we join Anne.
I have directed the CBN to deploy all legitimate resources and legal means to ensure that our citizens enjoy easy access to cash withdrawal through availability of appropriate amount of currency and the ability to make deposits. I have similarly directed the CBN should intensify corruption agencies so as to ensure that any institution or persons found to have impeded or sabotaged the implementation should be made to bear the full weight of the law.
The Supreme Court of Nigeria has adjourned hearing in the suit instituted by states against the federal government to monetary policy to Wednesday, 22nd February 2023.
The government is not dead.
These are existing lines which are being upgraded.
When I retire, they vote. I broom and go put my hand for Tinubu. I broom and go put my hand for Tinubu. I go take my PVC. When I retire, they vote. I broom and go put my hand for Tinubu.
People of Nigeria, make we all come out on election day and vote Asiwaju Bola Tinubu as president for better. Make you put your hand for APC, the party where show broom. Not forget, now broom you go put your hand in. Bam!
On election day, I go take my PVC. When I retire, they vote. I go put my hand for Tinubu.
This is to invite the 67 newly approved licensees to come to the headquarters of the National Broadcasting Commission NBC at number 20 Ibrahim Taiwo Street, Asokoro, Abuja for the collection of their provisional approvals. Date Friday, 17 February 2023. Venue NBC Boardroom. Balarabe Shehu Ilela, Director General NBC.
Today, we're here to tell you that while we may not be there yet, our military and other security agencies have succeeded and are succeeding in substantially restoring security across the nation. As far as the daunting security challenges we face are concerned, we can tell you that the worst is over.
And culture.
As the 2023 elections draw near, remember, evil prospers when good men. Are you a mother? What are you saying to your children as elections approach? Have you warned them not to let themselves be used? Talk to your children. Protect them from unscrupulous politicians who want to put them in harm's way, while their own children are comfortable at home, within, and outside the country. Let's join hands to make 2023 elections peaceful. This message is from the National Orientation Agency, NOAA.
What is happening? Your eyes are red. You are armed with a machete and a gun.
See, I am angry and I can't even contain it. See.
Oh, my guy, calm down.